So, hello everyone. I'm delighted to introduce myself. I'm Hubert Patry, the founder of ASHAexperience. So today we have the pleasure of hosting Dr. Deepika Kaushal, an accomplished Ayurvedic doctor. With over 7 years of experience working in various countries such as India, China, Canada, and Australia, she's a valued member of our healing community in Sydney, Australia. Our discussion today revolves around Ayurveda's approach to pain management, and we look forward to gain insight from Dr. Deepika. So hello, doctor. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you for having me here today. It's really an honor to be here and share my knowledge on pain management.
Thank you. I'm wonderful and very happy to welcome you on this platform and have this discussion about pain management. Indeed, it's a very interesting subject, and many people are concerned by this subject, and so we are very eager to know about what you have to say.
Awesome.
Let's explore how Ayurveda helps in pain management now. So yes?
Please go ahead. Sorry.
So according to Ayurveda, what causes pain in our body, please?
So pain is actually a protective body mechanism which alerts the person about any physical or mental hurt or disease. And according to Ayurveda, Vata, which is the air element, so an aggravation of Vata is the cause of pain. So Vata dosha, or the air element, is primarily responsible for every movement in the body, and hindrance to this flow causes pain. Vata also allows other doshas, which is Pitta and Kapha, which are the fire and the earth element, to function in the body. Therefore, Vata should flow without any obstruction in the body. And if there is any obstruction in this flow, that's when pain occurs.
Okay. So directly related to our doshas.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, interesting. And how can lifestyles change and Ayurveda help managing bone health and pain?
So Ayurveda believes in the saying that prevention is better than cure.
Yes.
So it's important to focus on our bone health right from an early age. Taking care of our bone involves, making changes to our diet, our lifestyle, and adopting treatment methods that reduce inflammation, promote proper circulation, and balance the Vata dosha, like I was talking about, the air element, and the Agni, which is the metabolic fire in our tissues. So one of the first things to consider in maintaining the good bone health is managing your body weight. So having a healthy body weight. This means finding the right balance and avoiding both being overweight and underweight. So carrying excess body fat can cause inflammation and put extra stress on our joints. Whereas on the other hand, being underweight or malnourished can also lead to weak bones and increase the risk of conditions like osteoporosis and fractures. So it's key that we maintain a healthy body weight from an early age to have stronger bones. Also, when it comes to nutrition, Ayurveda emphasizes consuming foods which are rich in calcium, like dairy products, sesame seeds, leafy greens, almonds, amongst others. These provide essential minerals that are needed for strong bones, and also, including foods that have vitamin D, magnesium, and phosphorus. Regular physical activity in our daily routine is another key aspect to maintaining good bone health. So engaging in activities like walking, practicing yoga, and doing strength training exercises helps improve bone density and strength. A lot of people are not aware that managing stress is also an important part for good bone health. Stress negatively impacts our bones, and Ayurveda recommends practicing stress management techniques like meditation, breathing exercises, and yoga to reduce stress levels in our body and mind. You can support good bone health by doing self-abhyanga or massage, which involves massaging specific Ayurvedic oils onto your body and joints, which helps circulation, reduces inflammation, and nourishes your bones and joints. So I would really recommend that it's important to consult an Ayurvedic practitioner who can create a personalized plan that includes diet changes, lifestyle modifications, some herbal remedies, and seek guidance not only when you're experiencing bone health issues, but as a preventive measure to maintain good bone health throughout your life.
Okay, so we understand that taking care of our bones is a long life, whole life.
Yes.
And we have to take care of since the early stage.
Very early age. Yes.
Okay. And nowadays, conditions like low bone density or joint disorders or arthritis are prevalent. We know that. Or how does Ayurveda approach the treatments of these ailments?
So the main goal of Ayurveda is to take a whole body approach to ensure, one's optimal health. And in Ayurveda, bones and joints, like I was speaking, are considered the site of Vata dosha, or the air element in the body. So healthy joints and all the tissues that support the physiology of the joint rely also on tissue nutrition, which is ultimately a reflection of a healthy Agni, or metabolic fire. So any bone or joint disorder that we have is primarily due to Vata dosha, or an imbalance in the Agni. Because when your Vata is out of balance, it weakens circulation and digestion. And if these imbalances are not corrected, over time, the bone tissues will not receive enough nourishment and they will eventually degenerate. So the drying effect that is actually caused by excessive air element, this causes like the lubrication of the joints to kind of dry out. And that's what causes pain, the crackling sound that you hear, and also difficulty in bending.
Okay.
Another aspect is tissue nutrition, which determines the health of our joints. So balanced diet is critical. So again, ensure you're getting appropriate amount of high quality fats that actively tend to your Agni and form a Vata pacifying diet and lifestyle routine that can soothe out this dry and rough effect of the Vata dosha. Calcium is very important. So high quality organic milk, vegetables like spinach, kale, asparagus, and you can even flavor your food with spices like turmeric, cumin, ginger, fenugreek, because all of these have anti-inflammatory properties. And we should avoid eating food that may trigger inflammation, like caffeine, alcohol, having heavy dinner at night, having cold and raw food, instead of having warm and cooked food.
Yes.
In this era, salads it's like a thing, having salads. But what people don't realize is that it might not be the best thing for you, or you're not having it at the right time of the day. So if you're having joint issues, it's very important to favor more of warm and cooked food with some oil, drizzle some olive oil, because that helps lubricate the body. And this healthy fat helps reduce inflammation. You should also look to minimize salt intake, because excessive salt in the diet can cause loss of calcium through urine excretion. Instead, favor more of potassium-rich, bone-strengthening food like sweet potato, winter squash, yogurt. So all in all, favor things that combat the cold and drying nature of Vata. And another natural solution to help with joint disorders is going out in the sunlight. So the first rays of sun, they are packed with vitamin D, which amplifies calcium absorption and greatly improves bone health. Engage in mild exercises like walking for half an hour a day, as this promotes joint health. Gentle yoga asanas that focus in moving the joints can help with flexibility. Practice gentle joint rotations daily, because this helps lubricate and protect your joints. So another factor that a lot of people don't know is that over exercising can often lead to wear and tear. So practice low impact exercises, like I just mentioned, walking, gentle yoga, stretches.
Mhm.
Meditation is also an important part of treatment for these ailments, as it helps to reduce stress in the body and calms your mind. Stress, as we know, leads to inflammation in the system, and that will only worsen joint disorders. So practicing breath work and meditation on a daily basis helps us manage stress and grounds that overactive vata dosha, or the air element. Can also incorporate some herbs and herbal formulations that nourish and support the bone tissues and joints, and they're quite beneficial for joint and bone disorders. One of them is gugul. So gugul is actually helps in increasing your bone strength. Rasna is another powerful herb that helps in arthritis by eliminating toxins from the system and reducing the air element and the imbalance of the air element, thus relieving pain and inflammation in the joints. Most important thing in bone and joint related disorders, what's important to understand is that we need to figure out what's the root cause of the issue for you, and to know the right nutrition, exercise, routine, herbs, treatment plans that could work best for you based on your imbalance that has triggered this disorder. Because Ayurveda believes that, we are all unique, and what might work for me might not necessarily work for you. So the key is to finding the root cause of the issue.
Okay, very interesting. So also very interesting to understand the relation between dosha and joint and bone issues, and also related with nutrition and health practices. So regarding treatment, could you shed some light on the most painful type of arthritis, for example, and its potential panchakarma treatment? Because many people heard from that and are eager to know about if some treatment, especially panchakarma, can help in this kind of health issue.
Yes, sure. So the most painful type of arthritis, to answer your first question, is actually rheumatoid arthritis.
Yes.
And it is a chronic disease that causes pain and swelling in your joints. It is an autoimmune disease where our immune system, it doesn't recognize the tissues that are lining our joints to be a part of our body and attacks it. So when this happens, some joints become swollen and very painful. Ayurveda believes that ama, or toxins, which are produced in the gut due to weakened agni, or the metabolic fire, is the main reason, apart from vata imbalance, for joint pain and inflammation. Now, Panchkarma is a treatment and a therapy process that targets the root cause of the disease and provides relief from pain and swelling by cleansing your system inside out. It detoxifies the body and mind and strengthens your immune function. So Panchkarma therapies like Vaman, which is induced purging, or Virechan, which is induced bowel movements, or Abhyanga, which is massage with specific Ayurvedic oils that help in bringing down inflammation and reducing pain in your body, or Basti treatment, which is medicated enema. All of these treatments collectively help balance the Agni, which is our metabolic fire, which is the key to our good health, and also pacifies the Vata dosha, which is the air element. However, with legal restrictions in most countries, a lot of these treatments are not performed as a part of Panchkarma. So it's only in India that you get authentic Panchkarma treatment. And it's really amazing that ASHA is a platform that offers it all in one of the best Ayurvedic centers in India, with protocols of safety and security. And a complete authentic Panchkarma treatment is what is given to you to help benefit your issue and disease, tapping into the root cause of your problem. And Asha is overlooking everything professionally, always keeping the doctors in the loop throughout your healing journey. So for me, it's peace of mind, like I'm in touch with everything that's going on in India. I'm guiding the treatment, in touch with the practitioners there at the center. So working collectively as a team to focus on healing and restoring the desired and perfect health for the patient or the client. So, I really appreciate and really like this collaborative, relationship-based care that Asha provides for one and one goal only, which is perfect, optimal health of the client.
Yeah, exactly. Our main concern is really to provide a high quality and authentic treatments to our patients. And we are working hard to select the best centers and collaborate with you who can address and follow up the patient the best we can do. Yeah. So it has been observed that women often experience a loss of bone density going a bit with the age. What are the reasons behind this, and how can Ayurveda assist the woman in combating it?
Yes, so women are more prone to loss of bone density, particularly during and after menopause. So estrogen plays a vital role in maintaining bone density, and during menopause, women experience a significant decline in estrogen production. Estrogen helps regulate bone remodeling, which is actually a process of breaking down old bone tissues and replacing it with new ones. So reduced estrogen levels can lead to an increased rate of bone loss. Another thing to know is that women build up about 90% of their bone size and strength by the age of 18, whereas men do so around the age of 20. So this also means that women start to lose bone density earlier than men do. The good news, however, here is that with regular exercise, nutrition, and balanced diet, and having a healthy lifestyle habit can help women maintain optimal bone health throughout their lives. Awareness is key here. So it's crucial for women to be aware about this so they can take proactive steps in maintaining their bone health from an early age.
Okay.
Having a diet rich in calcium, vitamin D, avoiding excessive consumption of salt, caffeine, and carbonated drinks, engaging in regular exercises from a young age, be it a minimum of 30 minutes every day, even if you're going for a walk, to maintain their ideal body weight. Exposing your skin to the sunlight for around 15 minutes every day, preferably in the morning, is another amazing thing to do for your strong bone health. Avoid smoking, alcohol consumption. So women should also be aware that they should schedule regular checkups to assess bone health and determine if further action is necessary. Massaging regularly with warm oils, even if it's a self-massage just on the joints, can really help strengthen the bones and nourish the tissues. You can consult with an Ayurvedic practitioner for herbal supplements that you can start having to strengthen your bones and joints.
Okay.
I think early awareness really empowers us to adopt preventive measures leading to healthier bones and a reduced risk for conditions like osteoporosis.
Mm-hmm.
So very important for women to prioritize bone health from an early age.
Okay, interesting. And this bone quality assessment can be done with the Ayurvedic doctor or with a modern
Ayurvedic practitioners do pulse diagnosis, and you do get to know about a lot of dosha imbalances through pulse diagnosis, which can point you in the direction of guiding your client to go in and get screening done in a hospital, maybe an X-ray or a scan, a bone density test to know. So I think if you consult an Ayurvedic practitioner, they can tell you, all right, your vata dosha is not so good right now. Go for this. This could happen. Can correlate that with your symptoms. And then you go and do the screenings and you go and do your tests. And then 1 + 1 is 2. And then we find out the solution from there.
Okay, very interesting. Thank you. And we spoke before about joint disorder and pain related to that. Is there any ages to treat that? Is there we can give support at any age?
Yeah, so Ayurveda can provide relief from joint disorders at about any age, but at the same time, it's important to understand that the earlier you recognize and treat a disorder, the better the chances of finding a cure. Not symptomatic relief, but a cure. So Ayurveda places great emphasis on the significance of identifying these warning signs and early symptoms of joint disorders. So if you experience any symptoms like, oh, I have pain or swelling, there's redness, tenderness, I'm limping, my joints are locking, there's stiffness, or there is a loss of range of motion, it is highly recommended to investigate these further rather than simply, popping pills or relying on painkillers. Because if you can identify these signs early, you can take measures to prevent the progression of joint disorders and find a cure. Because if joint disorders are left untreated, they may lead to more, severe complications. And additionally, as we age, the body's natural healing and regenerative processes tend to slow down. So at that point, your focus shifts more towards finding symptomatic relief rather than a complete cure for the underlying disease. So watch out for those early signs and symptoms and seek appropriate treatment as early as possible.
Yeah, that's the key. I would say it's as early as we can intervene any first signs. It's the best. Yeah.
Being aware of your own mind and body and being in sync with yourself, I think, is very important, especially in this era and that we are living in, where we are all so busy with, I have this, I have that, oh, I don't have time. So it's important to take a step back, slow down, once or twice a week, check in with yourself, sit in like meditation, or just sit with yourself. Do I have pain? Is it here? Is it in my neck? Is it in my back? What should I do about it? And really focus to taking these signs from your body more seriously, which we don't really do, to be honest.
So until we have pain, usually we.
Oh, yes.
Not. So that's a very good advice to take care of the first signs as soon as we are aware about them. Yeah. So it was very interesting. You gave us very interesting insight about the relation between Ayurveda and bone and joints problems. Very interesting also to understand that Ayurveda has a real impact on autoimmune diseases and pain related to that. So thank you, doctor, for these very interesting comments and sharing.
It was a pleasure.
For being with us today, and wish you to be soon back again on our presentation, sharing with people.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. It was really an honor to be here. And I really hope that, it's a short time, and Ayurveda is such a vast, like the sea of knowledge that you can't really tap into everything. But yeah, I would definitely recommend and give this out as a message to people out there that be more in tune with yourself and have that awareness with where you're at, and take advice at the right time. Don't prolong it. Don't wait for too long, because that's when things get complicated.
Yeah. And with if you take it early enough, with small changes in our lifestyle or food habits or exercises, we can really have a great
We can
impact
cure
on
it.
the
Yeah,
future
we
of our
can.
health.
Our,
Exactly.
our body has an innate ability to heal. That's what we don't know because we don't give ourselves that chance. But if we do, you can really heal yourself at a very early stage if you pick up the right signs and symptoms.
Yeah, and with simple things, if you take it early enough. Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Thank you very much, doctor, and see you
Thank
again.
you so much. Thanks.